Now, Wesley, my guy, first China, now Mexico.
Really, Wesley? Why Mexico?
Mexico? Really, Wesley?
What's good, YouTube? Thank you for tuning into my channel, Westside to Worldwide, and to my video about why I decided to move to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So let's get straight into it. In a former life, I actually lived in Shanghai, China. And when I was out in China, I taught English for 2 years, had an amazing time, but the part that I really loved was traveling. I had the chance to see a large portion of Asia during my 2 years there, and it really opened my eyes up to the different cultures that people have, the food that they like, or the dances that they have, or just the day-to-day activities that they do that are so different from myself. And once I saw that, I was hooked. I love it, and I fell in love with traveling maybe my second or third day in China. And it's just been uphill ever since. So I really thank China for giving me that love of travel. Unfortunately, my time in China did end because of the coronavirus. When the coronavirus happened, my job actually came to me and said, "Hey Wesley, you're doing great, but we can only pay you 25% of your current salary because of enrollment." And I was lucky enough to be making a good bit out there, but even then, I couldn't live off of 25% of my salary. So I decided to leave. Not to mention there was a pandemic going on that we didn't know anything about, and all those factors. But I did decide to leave and move to Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta, I just got tired of seeing the same things every day and doing the same activities. It wasn't really the people. I still am blessed enough to have a pretty good support system in Atlanta, but I just wanted more excitement out of my life personally. So I started to begin thinking about other ways to travel abroad again. And I actually had an interview with a company for a recruiting and marketing position, and I was lucky enough to get the job. When I got the job, they told me that I was supposed to report to an office in Atlanta. I agreed, but because of Corona, they said we'd be working remotely. Once we started working remotely, it became very clear that we didn't need to be around each other physically for us to get our work done. And I came with them with a proposal to work remotely permanently, and they agreed. It wasn't a long discussion or anything like that. So once I had the permission from the job and my stable source of income, I began looking elsewhere. My first choice was Medellin, Colombia, if I'm honest, but because of the coronavirus restrictions that were implemented by the country and the closures that were happening and things of that nature, I decided to forego my time in Medellin, Colombia for now and to look elsewhere. And my second choice was Playa del Carmen, and for many reasons that I'll get into now. So personally, my top 5 reasons for being in Playa del Carmen. Number 5, I say that it's a very walkable town. Anywhere that I need to go is within 30 minutes distance walking. And generally it always feels pretty good outside as well. So you don't really mind walking anywhere. In addition to that, even if you don't want to walk anywhere, you can rent bikes. And bikes maybe will cost you $100, $120 per month. So you'll have that option to ride anywhere you'd like to as well. My number 4 reason is that Playa del Carmen is actually a great spot to go see the rest of Mexico. Because it is a tourist destination, they have a ton of buses here that constantly offer different excursions and different trips to other cities in Mexico as well. So it just provides a great platform for me to see this beautiful country. My number 3 reason is that Mexican food is amazing. It's my favorite food. And now I get to live in a country where they make it by scratch. I'm so excited, guys. I know that there's other places to eat in Playa del Carmen. They actually do a really good job of adding in other cultures, foods as well, to have variety. But personally, I just love Mexican food. So I've been in heaven. I've been eating tacos and burritos and quesadillas and enchiladas and sopas and every other thing that I can since I've been here. So that's a major thing for me. And it's also very cheap. The same Mexican food that I would get in the US is not as good and it costs more. So I'm getting authentic, real Mexican food for a fraction of the price. Number 2 is that the quality of life here does not compare to America. Right now, I'm recording this in my apartment that I've rented, and this apartment costs $600 per month to rent. I'm actually only here for a week until I move to my next property, but I paid $150 for this week, meaning for the month it's $600. The property that I'm moving to next is actually only $500 a month. And if you're in America and you're watching this, you understand that you really can't find places, especially by yourself, for $500 or $600. So the amount of savings that I have on that is crazy towards other things that you want to do. So whether that be personal investments or whether that be an extra class on the beach. Personally, I got a beach gym membership, which was a little bit more, yeah, but I'm saving so much here that it offsets very well in my favor. My number 1 is that it's cheap, guys. I know I mentioned it with the quality of life, but everything is cheaper than the United States. So for a person that is struggling in the United States, you may have the opportunity to come here and not struggle anymore and live. For me, that was my number 1 thing, because truthfully, before I got this job, I was working in different warehouses. I was doing door-to-door sales. I worked at Papa John's. I was doing anything to get by. And as I mentioned, I don't want to survive. I want to live. And Mexico personally offers me the chance to live. So that is it, guys. That's my top 5 reasons. Thank you for tuning in to my video. I promise you this is the first of many. I'm gonna give you guys some good content. And if you haven't already, subscribe below, all right? Ring the bell. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. And I'll see you next time.